home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather, and we are underway in Southern California. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. An option run here for Cam. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
First down, Broncos.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? Route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run pass out.
You get the sense The next time he has that, he may keep it, get to the perimeter. He owes a little bit of an apology.
Extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Newton to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 4-yard line.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Cam Newton, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Kill, 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 kill.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat, any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the end. Joker, 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 Joker. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Man, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Don't be scared of it. Check, 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 check. Hey, hey, watch this, watch this.
Here's Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play, this really, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. 10-52. Hey!
On second down now. It's Austin, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. K.J. Hill deep for the Chargers. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
3rd and 8.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Slam, slam, slam. Check 31, check 31. No streaks. Motion, motion. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Let's get the ball.
Now it's Herbert. And complete, right side to Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get it.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You must get tired of seeing me. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Patch it. Patch it.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Eckler. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big gain that time for the Chargers. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Man up, D. Man up, D. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Whip, 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 whip. Wall, get wall. Tight dog.
Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Switch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Escaping the right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
I'm going to come back to you. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Get that quarterback.
Herbert now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, even part of your thought process, you got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Strip that ball. 45 to the mic. Watch the run.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st down. Tough sledding. They lose a. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down and 8. Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Newton now to throw. Williams brings it in. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Completes it to Austin. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Off the option, here's Williams. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Newton. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feet they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flush to his right. He can't get him down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback, will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take I. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack on first down, Herbert, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Come on. Slam, slam, slam.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Oh, get him. Get him. Get him. Reload. Reload. Show me that. Show me that. Check safety.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 7-yard line.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Bandit. Bandit.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. On 1st down, it's Newton. And that'll be incomplete with a 7 seconds remaining now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on an 8 at the 20 line.
Check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Cook. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check it back, check it back. Bang, 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 bang.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. It is caught left side by the tight end Parham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Six guys. Check six guys. Kill. Turn it. Kill. Turn it.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation miss might be bigger and lead to an interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Tie that. 4 down. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 37. No check. 3.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Switch.
Herbert. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. There he goes, right side. The 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
Mike 27. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. No. Off.
Now it's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
from the 50. Here's Herbert. And Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Broncos 24, Chargers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
That's got to be a long day. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Drop deep, drop deep.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores. And
at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And he coughed it up. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now it's 2nd and 9. On the option to give to Williams here. Oh, he bowls over him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for the forward, 1st-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
20.
It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Off the option, here's Williams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They give it to Williams, running right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Now Newton. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a goal. Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm going to run you over. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Pick me up. Here we go.
It's Eckler again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And boy, he is very close. Where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Probably helps your confidence level on those fourth down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. And this is Cook with the ground. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Watch the slant. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 26, check 26.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Check 27. No chance. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
3rd and 2, Herbert. It's complete to Cook. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34.
Check Mike 27.
Again, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Chargers 10.
6-6, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 47 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, check. 59. Watch the pass.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On the give, this is Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Watch tight end. You got 3 down.
A handoff, it's Eckler. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Denver, they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.